Guys. Thrones, Game of 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 Thrones. Okay, there's a new trailer for Game of Thrones, everybody.
Enemies to the east. Enemies to the west.
Enemies to the west. That checks out.
Yeah.
Enemies to the south.
I don't know who enemies to the south are.
Enemies to the north.
One enemy in the north.
Ari found a horse.
And very dangerous on a horse.
We will defeat it. We're the last Lannisters. The last ones who count.
I like we're the last Lannisters, and then cut to Tyrion. The ones that matter.
Oh, okay, so that's...
She goes to Dragonstone.
Yeah.
That's where she was born, and she's very excited about it. You know how you touch the ground before you're
Yeah,
thrown?
that's Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. It's that moment
Yeah.
when Morgan Freeman gets back to Freeland.
We're seeing a lot of Unsullied kill Lannisters there.
I think they're gonna just debate the whole season.
Yeah, this room.
Yeah, hot take.
It's the same room that we saw them in when we left them before.
Where they've remained chanting King of the North.
This is a thing that I've been waiting for my entire life because we introduced the Dothraki and I love them so much. And I just want to see them do really cool fight stuff. Like in the first season, Khal Drogo gets introduced to us, and I was like, "What are you doing? Why are you talking? When are you gonna rip someone's throat out? Please rip someone's throat out." I said that for like 8 episodes, and then episode 8, he ripped someone's throat out. I'm like, "Oh, good, die now. I don't need you anymore." And since then, I've been waiting for a Dothraki horde of screamers to do some shit, and these guys in their synchronized, we're gonna stand up on a horse and jump off our horses, and the horses are fine with it. I love it so much. I've been God, I've been waiting.
This looks like the cat. No, the mountain. The mountain.
The cat?
Yeah, there's the hound and his brother, the cat.
Yeah, Peter Criss.
Yeah. That the mountain has on like he had more of a ceremonial uniform on before, that pure gold one, that C-3PO one. And now he's got on what looks more like a battle. He's battle ready.
Yeah.
Right. It still feels like they didn't make that helmet comfortable for him.
No,
like
it
it's just
still
never
sits a little low. This trailer features nothing but creep shots of Littlefinger.
Yeah,
He's like out of focus whispering to Sansa, and then we just see him in the dark hugging a wall.
It looks like in the catacombs, Jon Snow and Littlefinger have themselves a little fight.
Because we see like a throat up against the wall, and that could either be like, "By the way, I've been licking into your sister's ear," or it could be like, "You're not a real Stark."
But there is a scene from season 1 where Ned Stark does that exact same thing to Littlefinger. Pushes him up against a wall.
Oh, yeah,
That's right,
yeah.
he does do that, yeah.
So that's either really bad for Jon Snow or he finally finishes the job.
Yeah. This is Melisandre at Dragonstone, which
Yeah.
makes sense because where else would she go when she's banished from the north? But the only place that was her home. Right. She used to live there. And
I
just
burned
like,
so many people here.
Yeah, it's like, I can't hang out here anymore. I guess I'll go to Stannis' house since no one's living there. So now we're gonna get Melisandre and Dany together, which I think will be an interesting pairing.
Sure.
Yeah, it looks like Dany's coming up the walkway
Yeah.
when she's there. So Melisandre's already there living alone. I'm surprised that she's wearing her brooch at that point. That she's not just like an old woman who like goes to the window and is like, "Get out I'm gonna go put it on."
This guy here, you can see him brandishing a warhammer.
Ooh.
I think that's Gendry. I think Gendry is back using warhammer is what Robert Baratheon, his father, used in battle. He was a big war guy, and he was also a blacksmith. Gendry was.
Yeah, who
And
disappeared on the boat.
disappeared. Sir Davos was like, "Get on this boat and go, keep pedaling." And then we assume he died because he's like, "I've never been on a boat before." And we haven't seen him for 3 years. And now there's this group of people somewhere north, and one of them has a hammer. And I feel like the show is showing me this because he's the only guy with a hammer.
So we haven't talked about this yet, but the Missandei and Grey Worm love story seems fair enough. Seems destined to darkness,
That's not
right?
There's no way that's right.
That's right.
Do it again.
Tornogo.
I think that was a totally different word just now.
It's the same, but it makes me think that Dan at home did that in the mirror for a little while. Like when the scene came out, like at the beginning when he first met Grey Worm, he's like, "No, I want to honor him. I want to call him by his first name."
Anyway, their romance seems destined for failure because he's castrated, right?
I went to one of my favorite Game of Thrones fan sites, Watchers on the Wall, and they were talking about how excited because like it's definitely Missandei ripping open Tornogo's shirt, and it's time for sexy times. Watchers on the Wall was like, and don't worry, you can still have sex while being castrated. We're all adults here. I was like,
I mean, all
Which one of us is wrong?
Yeah. Describe how you think that goes.
Right.
Yeah.
A theme we're gonna see this season that is just fan services. We're gonna get a lot of Lannisters murdered.
Yeah.
It looks like the Unsullied and Dany's army goes to Casterly Rock, which is the home of the Lannisters.
Yeah.
And just like mow them down.
That's what it looks like.
That'll
Which
be-
we
that'll
do
be
need to
neat.
see that.
Yeah.
That's like the one big spot we haven't really seen that we care about.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe the enemies to the west are that pack of dudes that the Hound is hanging out with now.
Oh, with
the
Brotherhood?
Penny
Brotherhood
Brotherhood without banners?
Oh,
The
yeah,
ones
that's
who-
right.
The one who's died 47 times.
Yeah.
So he's
Right.
getting brought back to life.
Yeah, he's not in this trailer either, and actually, I think that's actually a little bit conspicuous because we,
The Hound isn't?
yeah,
Yeah.
because we really care about that.
Yeah. This is Yara Greyjoy and Eladia Sand making out.
Right. Yeah, that's how they're gonna get us to care about Dorne, I think.
I don't know how any of this happens.
Is she a bastard? Is that why her name is Sand?
Yes.
Yes.
So if you're from Dorne, you get named Sand? If you're a
Yes, if
bastard?
you're from the north, it's snow. River, I think, is from different places.
There's stone too, right?
Stone. Yeah.
Cute little thing they do.
Yeah. That's why it's a thing that I don't think gets explained directly in the show, but it's why anytime Jon Snow's like, I'm Jon Snow, someone says, bastard. And I was like, how the f do you know that?
The showrunners don't understand that we don't care about the dragon that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think at this
get
point it's
it.
just the signature. It's like,
Yeah.
Right.
and then at the end you get to see a dragon flying
Yeah.
over the ocean, or you get to see it flying over land. What haven't we done yet? Over horses. Oh, we haven't done horses.
Like the last line of the trailer is Jon saying the Great War is here. So to suggest that we do the Great War this season, and then next season is just like hanging out,
right.
rebuilding castles.
Yeah, the season 8 trailer's gonna be like,
They solve everything, and then Tormund Giantsbane is like, I guess we're going back to being a lawyer now.
I think that might just be Jon Snow trying out some new mottos for his house because winter's here now. So he can't be like, oh yeah, winter's coming. You have to be like, the Great War has started. I'm workshopping.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching that video. Make sure you click the big C in the middle to subscribe. Click any of the videos in the little boxes on the side to watch more funny videos. I vouch for them all, they're all great. Click on that dumb YouTube bell to let you know when we have new videos that come out. And in the comments, why don't you tell us where you think the cup went?